Hi everybody. A friend of mine requested my help on how to do crochet using a chart. And I'm talking about a graph with a picture. So I put this graph on my website. I have the link in the sidebar. And there are several different methods to do this. And the first one is the one I'm going to teach you. It's Intarsia using double crochet. And for every block on your chart, we're going to make 2 double crochet and then change colors for the heart. So start out with this chart. We've got 2 colors of yarn, so we're not going to carry the yarn across. This is going to be Intarsia, so the colors will change. And I will show you how to do that. And it's a lot easier than it sounds. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to get started. Okay, when I said how many balls to roll, I've got pink for my background. And up here we're going to need 3 balls of pink. Down here we're going to need 2, and at the bottom it's just 1. For the red, the main part you're going to need 1, and up here we're going to need 2. So I pulled off a little bit of red for that. Okay, for demonstration purposes you can make this any size you want, but I'm using an eye crochet hook. And start out by counting how many squares across there is. In this case there's 11, and we're going to make 2 double crochet for each square, so that means we got to make 22 chains and then 2 for your turning chain, so that's 24 chains in all. Or you can do the foundation free double crochet chain and use that for your base. I'm just going to use, since this is so small, I'm going to just use the simple chain and double crochet across. So we're going to start 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, and then double crochet. Okay, this is the double crochet and this is the stitch it went into. So we're going to go into the 4th chain from hook and make a double crochet. See, now that counts as you making 2 double crochet. So when you look at your chart, that's the first square finished. So the chart has 2 complete rows of solid background color. So you do this double crochet in each chain for 2 rows. I go just in the top loop, and you want to make sure your foundation chain is loose enough so that it won't draw up. If you need to, if you tend to chain tightly, go to the next size bigger hook for your foundation chain, and then pick up your regular hook again to work your stitches. So I am going to pause this, and when I get down to the end of the row, then we'll pick up from there. Okay, I've double crocheted each chain across. I'm at the last chain. Make your double crochet, and then you want to chain 3 and turn. And because chain 3 counts as a double crochet, you skip this first stitch right here and you go into the second one and double crochet in each stitch across. And when you get to the other end, you're going to double crochet into the top of that chain. So I will jump on ahead to there and show you what. Okay, I've come to near the end of my row, and I'll continue double crochet, and I just double crochet in the last double crochet, and now we're going to double crochet in the top of that turning chain. You see the little bump on the back of the stitch, and then there's one on top. You yarn over and go underneath both of those and draw up a loop and go through 2 twice, and that is how you do your last double crochet. Then for row 3, you chain 3 and turn. Now if we're going to look at the chart again. Back. Okay. If you notice, I put arrows left and right on here. If you have a chart that is not symmetrical, it matters which direction you go. And it doesn't hurt to put little arrows in which direction you're going. Or you can take a post-it, and it's like we started off, we went this way for this row, and you can take it and say, I'm going this way for this row, and now I'm on the next row, so I'm going to underline it with the post-it, and I'm going to go this way. So if you look at your chart, our background color has 5 spaces. So that means we have to have 10 double crochet, then change color. So we count this chain 3 as a double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10. Now on the 10th one, I'm only going to do half a stitch, because when you change colors, you want to draw up that new color in your loop. Take your larger ball of your main color and draw a loop through, leaving a few inches for a tail. Okay, and so what we want to do is just drop the yellow behind, but what we're going to do before we do that is make sure we cross it over our new color and then drop it behind. That'll lock the stitches together and back, and then hold that tail behind there as well. In the chart we have 1 square, so that's 2 stitches. So 1, you can pull on that a little bit to tension it up, okay, and then 2, and here we are. We're not going to finish the stitch because we're going to change back to pink. Medium size one here. Okay, and we're getting a new ball of the background color. We're not carrying the yarn behind it, and just like we did when we joined the red, just draw it through the top 2 loops, and again we want to cross that old color over top like so. Hold the tail and the old color behind. Draw that loop up around the hook. Not too tight, but you want to get your tension. And then you finish your row, which should be 10 stitches. And my yarn just split. Try that again. 2, 3,